Hello everyone, my name is Sylvia and welcome to my channel. If you are looking for a place where you can find tips, strategies and techniques on how to change your life, your business, career or even performance, this is the right place to be. In today's video we are going to talk about saying no, setting boundaries and how to do it well. Because I believe that each of us has this idea of where do I say no, when do I say yes. It's really every day we take the decisions based on the emotions, based on our goals, based on our commitments that we have. And so this video is going to show you, and I'm going to give you 3 techniques which you can use to make those decisions easier and also to make it easier for you to say no. The first one is believing that you can handle the consequences of saying no. Many times we are actually very afraid of what would they say, what my family would say, what my colleague would say of this decision for me to say no to their request. Or if they, for example, ask me to do a task for them and I say no, what are going to be the consequences? Because we don't want to feel rejected, so we are afraid of the consequences. And that's the case why we don't say no, right? Why is it difficult for us? Because if it is easy for us to say no, we just say no. But the point is, we don't want to say no, or we are afraid to say no because we're afraid of the consequences. So first of all, listen to yourself, think about the consequences, and believe that you can handle the consequences. Sometimes it's just, if you have an invitation to the barbecue, you want to do something else, you just say no. And if the person doesn't like that, if the person doesn't want to be your friend anymore, well, that's the choice, and that's something that you need to think about, how and whether you are going to be able to handle these consequences. But in general, people, we take decisions that the consequences are able to be handled and carried based on our previous experience. So the belief that you can handle the consequences, it's something that actually we're going to help you to make the decision and saying no much easier and faster. The second point is that when you take a decision of saying no, you wanted to look on the long-term consequences rather than the short term. So looking at the long-term benefits and the losses. So what is it going to bring you, right? What is it going to cost me in the long term rather in the short term? So for example, exercise, right? Do I want to do some exercise with the online trainer, or do I want to watch TV, right? The long-term consequence is that, if I do the training, I will feel more energized, I will maintain or lose my weight, I will be healthier, feel better. The short term is obviously, you enjoy yourself watching TV, but you are not feeling as good as you could. So looking at the long-term consequences instead of the short-term consequences are going to be determining factor whether you're going to say yes or no to the decision. And my suggestion is really to look at the long-term consequences and long-term losses and benefits that you can have when taking this decision and when saying no to certain things, right? So in this case, it will be saying yes to doing the exercise and saying no to watching TV. The third one is about processing the information, so processing the decision. If you can't handle dates, if it is tough decision, like for example you want to change the job, you wanted to ask for a pay increase, pay raise, you may like to process it in the way that it's not sitting there in the head, you're not swirling around, you're not focusing your daily task. You just want to sit down, write it down, write the pluses, write the minuses, the consequences, the benefits, the losses. Or there is another way. You can basically talk to someone who you trust, to your friend, to your family member, your partner, to the therapist, coach, whoever actually you trust, so that you can process it better. Because what it happens is that, first of all, you take it from your head, from your mind, to the paper, or you basically talk about it with someone, which means that you articulate it loud, and already by saying out loud or writing down, your mind is actually looking for the solutions, right? Looking for the things that you can actually do or not do to take the right decision. And ultimately, saying no in this term is ultimately this will help you to take the decision to say no to the things that you're afraid to say no to. And yeah, this was it. These are the all three strategies. So I will quickly recap that. The first one is believe that you can handle the consequences of the decision. Second is looking at the long-term long-term benefits and costs rather than the short term. And the last one is writing things down, talking about this with your friend or with a trusted person, so that you can make more informative decision and take the decision. Because you know what, like many times, what the decision itself is not the hardest. The hardest is all these days, weeks, and months that takes us to take the decision. And this is what I would like to help you with, so that you can find out a way to make the decisions quicker, more beneficial for your life in the long term, so that you can live also happy and more fulfilled life. Because that's where the coaching is for, and that's what the coaching helps you with. So thank you very much for your time today. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. I will be happy to read them in the description below. And be the best who you can be on your new journey to success.